Hey guys, welcome back to Lamelli Armory. Today we're going to be looking at the Springfield Armory Echelon Comp Gear Up Package. Alright guys, so the Gear Up package is going to come in this big white box. Let's take a look inside. So first off here, we're going to have the Springfield Armory range bag. Put that to the side. And then also included is the Springfield Armory black box here. Let's take a look at the range bag first. So inside here, we're going to have all our magazines. So here we have two 17-round magazines with the extended base plates, and then two 17-round magazines without the extended base plates. And that's what it looks like inside here. Put your pistol, headphones, eye protection, and then in this zipper here, looks like you can store magazines. And you have a little pocket right in here. Looks like more magazine storage down here as well. So you can have plenty of magazines. And then another little pocket. Really nice range bag. Now let's take a look at the Springfield Armory box here. So here is another bag, actually the pistol bag, where the pistol is going to come in. And additional accessories here. So it looks like we have an additional back strap here. A little speed loader, Springfield Armory's logo. Here's an extended base plate for the magazine. Springfield Armory lock. So we get some, the mounting accessories here, and also the original optics cut cover here that comes on the pistol. And then also Springfield Armory QR code for the manual. And then also some handouts here. If you want to sign up for their Armory Life magazine, you can also get 15% off. Of course, a sticker. All that good stuff. So there's a small and a large back strap. Looks like the medium is what's installed on the pistol. It seems to fit my hand really well. Alright guys, let's take a closer look at the Springfield Armory Echelon Comp. So this is, of course, the comp model. They do have the regular non-comp model, and also one that comes with a threaded barrel, so you can add a suppressor or an additional comp to that one. I've actually been waiting for this comp model, and it finally came out as a gear package, which you get more. Of course, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magazines, which, as many of you know, magazines can add up, so it's good to have more, at least 2 or 3. I always try to go for at least 3, but of course, more magazines the better. So this one did come with the Crimson Trace CT 1500 pre-installed, which you can remove. It does have a special pin system, so you can mount several different optics without using a base plate. So you don't have to fool with that, which I really like. I did check to see if it was on tight, and it was. So we're good to go there. All right, so here's what the pistol looks like with a flush fit magazine. And this is what the pistol looks like with the extended magazine base plate. It's very tactical. And as I mentioned before, the medium-sized grip was installed. The texturing all around here reminds me similar to the Hellcat Pro Comp that I carry. Very good texturing all the way around. Love the way it feels. Not too rough, not too slick. So you know you're going to have a good grip on this when you're shooting at the range. And then of course the grip comes up here as well. And then the mag release is going to be ambidextrous. So you can activate it from either side. And it also has really nice texturing. And then I love the undercut here in the trigger guard, so you can get a really high grip on the pistol. And then you have a trigger blade safety, no manual safety on that. And then texturing here in the front of the trigger guard, just super nice. If you like to shoot with your finger placed here. It looks like we have a 4-slot pick rail, so you can mount lights and lasers, which I do plan to put a Streamlight TLR1HL in here. I really like it when the firearm manufacturers put this grip here, so when you're firing consistent shots, you're not getting any of that slip. So you get a nice good grip up here with your thumb. Super nice. The texturing feels a little more aggressive than what's on the grip here, which is actually important so you don't have your thumb slipping off of here. Then moving up here to the slide, you have really nice slide serrations, and then have these little ears back here so you can pull. And then really nice serrations here at the front, your press checks. So the rear sights here, you're going to have U-notch rear sight, and then tritium front sight. There are some models that come with the luminescent rear sight. Instead of the U-notch, you'll have like the traditional 2-dot in the back, and then of course illuminated front sight. And of course here's the Crimson Trace 1500. And so we do have ambi slide release. So here on the right, here on the left. Let's look at the trigger pull here. So of course, press in the trigger blade safety. So here's the wall and the brake. And then here's the reset right there. Short reset, nice trigger. Now let's go ahead and check out that range footage. All right, let's go ahead and go over the disassembly here of the Echelon Comp. Of course, eject your magazine, make sure that the firearm's clear. So go ahead and lock this slide back just like that. And what you're going to do is pull this lever straight down. You see, just like that. Pulls right off. So here's the frame. And you can change out the frames here. I've heard other aftermarket companies do make other grips. So the whole system here just comes right out, and then you can plug and play into another frame. So that's actually really cool. And so here's the slide. Here's the recoil spring and guide rod. And then here is the ported barrel. You can see the ports there. Very nice polished feed ramp. Then here is the slide cut for the port. It looks like from inside. Then to reassemble, make sure that the recoil spring locks in place in there. Got it on the slide and on the frame. Flip that. Check for function. And you're ready to go. I appreciate you all watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave those down below. And if you haven't already, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.